just a much bigger version of question 9. We start in the middle. We're told the intersection of all of them is 0.1. So let's put that in to begin with. And we're also told that A and B are independent. That means this crossover here is the property of A times by the property of B. Well, that makes 0.1. We've already got 0.1, so that must be 0 in there. We're also told B and C are independent. So if I times 0.4 and 0.45, that gives me 0.18. We've already got 0.1, and so this part here must be 0.08. This part here is the bit we're talking about in the question here. A intersection, not B intersection C. So it's in the crossover between A and C, but it's not in B. And we're told that that's 0. It's the empty set 0. So there's all those bits in. Now let's work out what A is going to be. So you're told that A is 0.25. We've already got 0.1. There's 0.15 left. B, we're told, is 0.4. We've already got 0.18. So I've got 0.22 remaining. And C, so I've got 0.45. Take away these two here, making 0.27. The other thing we've got to do is find out what's around the outside. So if you add up all of those and take it away from 1, that bit out there makes 0.18. And there's part A of the question. I mean, that was quite complicated. But part B, the first thing I'm asked to do is find the intersection between not A and B, not B union C. This isn't easy. So it's going to be not in A, but it is in not B union C. So I don't want that. That is in C, isn't it? So I do want that one. I do want that one. And I do want that one. All of those are in A. So I think it's those three added up together. Yeah, the total of those bits is 0.53. That bit's okay. For part 2, we want the property of A union B intersection C. And that's probably an easier bit to see. A union B intersection C is these bits here. It's the crossover between A union B and C. And so that one there is just 0.18. Are you seeing all of that? And for the last bit, we're looking at not A. Well, not A, the property of not A is everything that's not in A, so that's going to be 0.75. You're not seeing that, are you? So not A is that. And the property of C is the other thing we're talking about. Yeah, property of C, we're told, is 0.45. We also want to find out what the property of the crossover between those two is. Not A intersection C. Not A intersection C will be those two bits there. And so that is 0.35. Now, if they were independent, then these two things times together would make the 0.35. And those two things times together make 0.335. Sorry, 0.3375 they make. And so since these two things are different, therefore it's not independent. And perhaps we should write more here. So the property of A intersection C does not equal the property of A not. So therefore they're not independent.